Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Trying to impose their will with a run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The short hands, it's Jones. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. Looking for a man, it's Bowling. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. RPO complete to open the drive. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
That defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive proving a little bit David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Got a man, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Rebels want to move quickly. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They get to the line quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Firing to the right, complete. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Ole blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on fourth. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown. Cats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football.
Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw at Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires complete on the slant. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between those two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Got it behind the line. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting them.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the... but to flip the field position with the return.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Rebels! They won. And that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half and get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Bowling. That's caught. It's Gilmore. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The give on the inside. Thrust that arm out. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On second and goal, he carries again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The offense earns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Makes the grab past the marker. They get him correct. Not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver. He catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He caught it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Makes the catch, it's Jones. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Wildcats will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With the catch, it's Gilmore. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd. And on Kentucky. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ole Miss, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entire.
There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the comeback is on. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air, it's Bowling. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now,
and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of
exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Maryland. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Rebels in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. They'll give it to the back. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. They've been running it, but now the pass. Right on the money. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what...
Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are on the move. He'll do it himself. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes it. First down and maybe a long. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive.
Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. To throw, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Kentucky right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive.
Turning on the Jets. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Creates a little space.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They get to him as he throws. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. To the air, it's Applewhite. That's caught. It's Witherspoon. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room. It's Moore. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Witherspoon. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Kentucky. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really